How often do you look at nutrition labels when you're buying foods or drinks? Well, in today's video, I'm going to highlight for you some of the different common food items that you shop for that might have too much sugar in it or extra sugar added to it, and I want to bring it to your attention. Hi guys, this is Dr. Philippe here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a board-certified family medicine physician, a former Division I basketball player, and a former personal trainer, and I wanted to highlight for you today where you're getting extra sugar in your diet. In one of my previous videos, linked here and linked in the description below, I talk about the dangers about the sugar addiction. And I mentioned that sugar is found in so many different places. Sometimes you're not even paying attention to where you're getting extra sugar. And over time, this is going to lead to negative health outcomes. And those negative health outcomes will affect your pockets. It will lead to increased healthcare costs, increased medications, or rather increased need for medications, increased doctor's visits, specialist visits, and you'll probably end up in the hospital if you're not careful. So let's help you get rid of the extra sugar. One of the first food items you want to pay attention to are the sauces and condiments that you consume every day. Things like tomato sauce and ketchup, for example. A single tablespoon of ketchup can contain about 4 grams of sugar. Tomato sauces used for pasta or pizza often have added sugars to balance the acidity of the tomatoes. With tomato sauce, considering the acidity of tomatoes, sugar is sometimes added to offset that. So if you love yourself some pasta, or if you love pizza filled with tomato sauce, you need to ask yourself, how much sugar are you really eating? Another area which I don't believe should be hidden, but it might be, bread and baked goods. Ooh, so many people love themselves some bread. And it doesn't matter if it's white or whole wheat. You need to look at the nutrition label. Bread can often contain sugar even if it doesn't taste sweet. And this is especially true for commercially produced bread. And this is an instance where sugar is added to improve the texture. Muffins and baked goods, rather bagels and muffins are in this category as well. Don't really have to say much more than that. Bagels and muffins. Sugar, watch it. And don't be fooled sometimes with whole grain or bran. Sometimes the sugar is not listed as just sugar. It could be listed as fructose corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, molasses, honey, etc. So make sure you're always looking at the nutrition label. Next category includes breakfast cereals and granola bars. Check this video here for the last video I did about cereal, specifically breakfast cereal. Or if you look at many of the breakfast cereals, they might be marketed as healthy or low fat. And you have to be careful because sometimes they can be loaded with added sugar. And oftentimes, breakfast cereals are marketed towards kids. So there'll be bright colors, cartoon characters or caricatures, etc., all to get the kids interested and curious about it. A sneaky one are the granola and the energy bars. They're often labeled as healthy snacks, which can be very misleading, so you have to check the nutrition labels. Because sometimes, some of these granola bars, some of these energy bars can have just as much sugar as a candy bar or a chocolate bar. You'll see things like corn syrup on them, brown sugar, etc. Oh, you can't forget about this one. Dairy. You cannot forget about the dairy in your house. So things like flavored yogurt. Now, plain yogurt might be low in sugar. It's the flavored ones that you have to be cautious of. For example, a single serving of fruit-flavored yogurt can have anywhere up to 20 to 30 grams of sugar, which is about 5 to 7 teaspoons. Now, if you look at the milk alternatives, those are the almond milks, the oat milks, etc. They're often sweetened, even if they're labeled original or vanilla. So sometimes they can contribute to overall hidden sugar consumption. Of course, packaged and processed foods, like instant oatmeal, for example. Along with that, you have to look at the canned soups and vegetables. And then obviously beverages, things like juices and smoothies. Juice is a big one. So many people drink juice and don't even realize how much added sugar they're consuming on a daily basis. Similarly with smoothies, especially ones purchased from restaurants or fast food locations, etc., chock full of sugar, chock full of it. Sports drinks are another area where sugar consumption can become hidden. So why is this all important? Well, it's important, one, because in order to fix something, you have to know where or what the problem is. And the problem here is overconsumption of sugar leads to sugar addiction, which then puts you at risk of so many different health issues down the road. Too much sugar will lead to extra calories in your diet, leading to blood sugar spikes, leads to long-term health risks, like I mentioned. And this is especially problematic because healthcare costs are rising. Healthcare costs are the number one reason why older people go bankrupt. Look, I see it every day. Too many people are addicted to sugar, and too many people do not necessarily recognize what they're putting themselves, how they're jeopardizing their health, especially in the next 5 to 10 years of making these same poor habits. And I'm not saying it's easy to kick the habit, but I am saying it's necessary, 100% necessary. I'm going to give you some basic tips on how to kickstart your sugar detox. Okay, so number one, you want to start looking at nutrition labels consistently to see just where the hidden sugars are coming from. You want to opt for more whole foods consistently in your diet. It's going to take time and practice and effort. It will not be easy kicking the sugar addiction. It's not easy because sugar is everywhere. Sugar is a powerful, powerful, powerful ingredient. But it's going to be very helpful for you if you're able to kick the sugar addiction. And specifically for the nutrition labels, always look at or pay particular attention to total sugars and sugars added. And then when you look at the ingredients, usually within the first 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 ingredients, if it has sugar listed as an ingredient, you can almost guarantee that that food item has has a lot of sugar in it. These are simple things you can start doing right now to kickstart your sugar detox. Thanks again for stopping by my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.